Hey everyone, me again. So you might remember a few months ago, if you're into like beauty and makeup and stuff like that, Huda Beauty came out with a really pretty eyeshadow palette called the New Nude palette. This palette looked absolutely beautiful, but it cost £56. Personally, I'm just not prepared to spend that kind of money on an eyeshadow palette. Believe it or not, I would like to move out of my mum's house at some point in the next 3 decades. But I've been looking for a dupe for a little while, and I think today I've found the closest thing that I'm going to get to the original, which is this palette from Ucanbe. Ucanbe are a brand you can get on AliExpress. This is their Aromas palette, which is an interesting choice of name, put it that way. But this cost £6.76 when I paid for it from the official Ucanbe store. And as you can see, it's very, very similar to the Huda palette. So today I'm going to film a first impressions using this. I have swatched it, which is why some of the shades might look like they're a little bit dented, but I haven't actually done a proper look with it yet. So I'm going to come a little bit closer so you can see exactly what I'm doing, and we're going to try out this palette. This could be quite interesting because I'm having one of those days where my makeup just isn't going right. I don't know if that ever happens to anyone else or if it's just me. This is my eye primer for today. It's by Revolution Pro. It's their Eye Elements in Core. It's a really nice neutral colour. Gives a lot of coverage. I've put that down, but I haven't set it. I've seen a lot of people not set their eye primer recently. I feel like that's the new thing. So when I look at the Huda Nude palette compared to this, I do feel like there are some minor differences. Like I know that this one in the Huda palette, this is actually concealer, but in this palette it's just a powder, which personally I actually prefer. I'm probably never going to use a concealer in an eyeshadow palette, to be honest. And I don't think there's a lilac shade like this one in the Huda palette either, but I actually really like that shade. I think it's quite pretty. I've already done like swatches and stuff. Most of them seem to swatch quite well. Some of them I do have to go over it a couple of times, but for £6.76 that's kind of what I would expect. I'm going to start out with the lilac shade Misty. I'm just going to dab a little bit of product and tap off the excess. I'd rather start off light and then build it up than put too much on in one go. I am having to build up this one a little bit. Not really a massive surprise because I had to build it up when I was swatching it as well, but it's still very pretty. I really like the colour. I don't think I have very much kind of lilac-y makeup in my collection. I'm definitely in the mood to do something quite pink and purpley today. I know I do pink a lot on this channel, sorry about that, but I think today there's going to be a little bit more of like a violet tone to it with maybe a bit of dark purple in there. Yeah, it looks a lot better on this eye, I'm not really sure why. I think next I'm going to go in with the dusky pink shade called Fairy Tale. And I'm just going to place that just on the outer corner of the lid. I don't really know how to explain this, but I feel like the colour kind of changes a bit after you initially put it on the skin, which is interesting. I think Primark eyeshadows do that as well actually, so it's probably just a thing with like cheaper eyeshadow palettes. I'm trying to use a much lighter hand when I blend these days, just so I keep all the individual colours. How long have I had a little thing on my nose? I'm going to use a little bit of the dark purple matte called Love Bite and just use that to add even more definition. I'm just going to start out by tapping it on and then lightly blending it in. Now I'm just going to take the fluffy brush that I started out with and I'm just going to gently blend these together a little bit more. And then I'm just going to get a bit more of the misty colour and just add that back into the top. So this is how we're looking so far. I feel like the mattes are actually performing quite well. Yes, you do need to build them up a bit, and yes, you do need to spend a little bit of time blending them. However, for an affordable palette like this, that's kind of what I would expect. They're maybe not quite as good as Revolution eyeshadows, but they're definitely better than Primark eyeshadows, so that kind of gives you an idea, hopefully. But anyway, this is the fun bit, because now I'm going to go in with the shimmer. The shimmer shades swatched absolutely beautifully, so I'm really excited about this. First, I am just going to cut the crease. I hardly ever bother to do this, but I feel like I might as well go all out today. I'm just using the Revolution concealer in the shade C1. And I'm going this far, so we're doing about 3/4 of the lid. And then I'm taking the shimmery pink colour called Dreamworld. I think I'm going to start out using a brush, but if I don't like this, I'll just go over it with my finger in a moment. I really hope you can see how glittery this shade is. It's so pretty. I think I will try it with my finger as well, actually, because why not? You see that? It's so much more intense. Can you guys see how much glitter there is in these shimmer shades? It's so pretty. And I've got concealer in my eye, standard. So this shimmer is applied completely dry with my finger. Can you see just how stunning they are? Buy this palette just for the shimmer shades alone, they are absolutely beautiful. I do just want to add a little bit more definition, so I think I'm going to take the dark brown just here and just tap that in ever so slightly before fusing it out. If you're new around here, I should probably mention that I'm not a makeup artist, just in case you hadn't already figured that out for yourself. And then I'm going to use the same lilac shade Misty just underneath my eyes. And then to finish everything off, I'm going to mix the matte white shade called Bear with the same pink shimmery colour called Dreamworld. Yep, that didn't work at all. I'm going to use a highlighter for my inner corner. This is from AliExpress as well. It's by Miss Rose. It's called their Shimmer Highlighter in 03. Okay, I feel like this is the finished look, so I'm just going to add some eyeliner and mascara, maybe some false eyelashes if I can be bothered, and I will be right back. So this is the finished look using the Ucanbe Aromas palette. On my lips I'm wearing the Revolution lipstick in Greatest, and I've put a little bit of the AOA Diamond Lip Gloss on top. This is in the shade 1109 Cosmic. Maybe next time I use this palette I might use a mix of maybe the warmer and the cooler shades, maybe a few bits of like red or brown in there. I feel like this time I kind of went for the violets and the purples, and it's kind of all blended together, like you can't really see all the different colours that I've put down. So yeah, next time I might mix a couple of different colours together and just try and create a look that's a bit more maybe two-dimensional. I do feel like the shade Misty kind of completely disappeared once I put down the darker colours. I think altogether this is a really nice little palette, especially considering it's only £6 to £7. I think with a little bit of patience this could actually be a really fun palette, and I am looking forward to using it again. I know there are a lot of people out there who watch my videos who, like me, maybe can't justify the £56 price tag of a Huda palette, and I think if you like that colour scheme but maybe don't want to spend that kind of money, this could be a really good option for you. You just need to be patient with delivery when you're ordering from AliExpress. That's everything from me today. I'm going to head off and take a load of Instagram photos of myself. I really hope you guys found this review helpful. Give it a thumbs up if you did. If you're new around here, please validate my existence by subscribing to my channel, and I'll see you guys next Sunday at 9 AM. Bye!